So being AP English Contemporary Lit for my first year, I've learned various concepts, and especially when it came to reading the novels or the poems, the most definite idea that has made an impact on the way I view work or work as a whole. It's not getting emotionally attached to the characters. Now this year, I've realized like the downside of making that a habit. At first, it was difficult to get over it because I never wasn't used to it. But as we read more challenging literature, it made it easy, everything easy to understand. As a reader, you can feel for a character, but or you can't feel for a character because it can blind you from what's really happening in the book. When we read As I Lay Dying, which where the stream of consciousness from different characters, it was best to stay neutral. Of course, you feel uh, obligated to choose a side, but in this novel, choosing a position would be ludicrous. One character could be saying one thing and doing something else. For example, I started off feeling empathy for Addie, like she was a woman who had lived a hard life and she gotten sick, and that her family was just being disrespectful. All she wanted to do was be buried by her kin, and her children and husband were just being so hard and not cooperative. Once we finally got to her chapter, I realized what type of person she was, which changed my perspective about her as a mother and a wife. And life in general, taking this concept in your daily life can definitely help when you're making a decision about a person. If you hear about a person before you even meet them, you tend to already judge them and push them out. But that's not a good idea, because another person's perception can be wrong. You must be able to form your own opinion, and the only way to do that is to use your own mind, of course, your own thoughts. And it's just how that goes. I think that a person who disagrees with this concept just hasn't realized that in their lives they have perceived a person based on what someone else has said, and they find out that it's wrong. That person is totally different, and it's just childish to do that, I guess you could say. When it comes to taking this concept and taking it to the real world outside of the classroom, especially going off to college after graduation, you're going to meet new people, and in my case, I'll be around new girls, my teammates that I have to be getting used to, and they're from all over the country and maybe some out of the country. I have to be open-minded, and I can't just go off of what other people say about them or the stereotypes or whatnot. There's a lot of stereotypes with different people. I myself will have to get to know that person, and the only way you can know that person is once you live with them. The only way you can truly know someone is once you live with them and get to know how they act in their own environment. So, yeah, to end that concept, you can't get attached to someone without even knowing who they basically are. What I advise to future learners in this class is, this being my first year, I seriously learned a lot. The reason for me taking this class in the first place so late in the game, my senior year, is because I wanted to be challenged. Going off to college next year, I wanted to be challenged and pushed to do something different. And I wanted to do writing, especially for the major I'm going into. I wanted to be able to look and analyze things deeper than what they are. So what I'm advising to people is that come into this class open-minded and ready to learn, and know that there's always a deeper meaning, and thinking critically can always help you. And of course, the big concept is to never get attached to the character, because it will blind you and you'll never understand what's going on in the story of the poem or whatever piece of literature that you may be reading in class. So, yeah.